Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really excited you are here. Before we get started, we do have a few housekeeping items to note. First, if you have any questions at all, feel free to submit those through the Q&A button. You are welcome to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. They are there, ready and available to answer your questions. Your camera and microphone are off. You're muted and your video is off. The panelists can't see or hear you. There are more sessions happening this spring later on, and so we encourage you to feel free to sign up for more sessions where you registered for this one. And lastly, this recording will be available a week from today at strivescan.com/Carolinas. We are currently in session C2, where my mouse is circling. And this will also be the order of our presenters for tonight. So without further ado, I'll get out of the way and introduce our first representative from Elon University.
All righty, everyone. So as mentioned before, I am Tristan Rainey, one of the assistant directors of admissions here at Elon University. And of course, we would love to welcome you virtually to the land that bears the most beautiful oak trees and the sky in which the Phoenix continues to soar here at institution. Without further ado, I know that we're on a time restraint. I will go ahead and jump into my presentation. And as mentioned before, if you have questions, drop them into the chat. But for those of you who are not familiar with us, we're located in the center of North Carolina, that triad area between the Greensboro and the Raleigh-Durham area. We have just over 6,000 students on our campus, so I would consider us a mid-sized school, not too large where you will walk around and know absolutely every one inside the institution, but of course still small enough so you can feel that really engaged atmosphere inside the classroom. Over 80% of our students are coming from outside of the state, with 47 other areas of the United States represented, and of course, multiple different countries. 19% of our students are identifying in a separate racial or ethnic background, and we have, of course, several resources guarantee students can be their absolute and authentic self while here on campus. All right. Now, if you're wondering about the classroom atmosphere, we have a lot of great things happening for us currently. We have 4 undergraduate schools: the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business, School of Communications, and School of Education. Amongst the 4 schools, we do have about 66 different degree offerings. And notably, we have just started a 4-year nursing degree, that BSN, as well as a new 4-year engineering program that we're really excited about and definitely ready to accept new applicants for. Our student to faculty ratio is 12:1, and the average class size is 20 students. We do cap each and every class at 33 students, but again, that is the average, allowing you to get to know your professors much more than educators, but many of them taking on the mentor role while inside the classroom and outside the classroom. All right. Now, this is what I would consider the meat and potatoes of the Elon experience. That is study abroad, internships, research, service learning, and leadership opportunities. Now, you may look at the screen and say, how are these different than any other institution that you may attend? And that's true. You definitely could do this at any college, but we do require that you complete at least 2 of these before graduation, right? We want to guarantee not only are you getting a phenomenal education, but we're really building upon your robust experiences to make you very competitive post-graduation. So these all have 5 offices on our campus to assist in that journey. And many of our students are completing 3, 4, even all 5 of these experiences. Notably, we have been voted, as a national model for studying abroad. 88% of our campus will study abroad during their time here. And we really encourage that global education across the board for you to go and immerse yourself in a different culture. All right. Now, outside of that, college is about the memories, right? We definitely provide opportunities for students to stay involved, get engaged, and stay active within the Elon campus community and the overall community of Elon. We have over 284 opportunities for students to get engaged. That ranges from everything from academic disciplines to fraternity and sorority life. We have intramural sports on campus. For example, we have a macaroni and cheese club. So that definitely shows you the type of involvement students have, their interests, and how they're able to implement that on campus. We're also a Division I school in the Colonial Athletic Association, so definitely a big school vibe in terms of our competitors, but still a small school vibe in the classroom. Really sets for a great opportunity and great atmosphere. And of course, I'm a foodie. We have multiple different dining halls on campus as well as retail restaurants. So what a great way for you to come, engage in the campus atmosphere, eat good, and have a fantastic experience across the board. Everything we do, of course, for reasons of higher education, and one of those reasons is to guarantee that students have the outcomes they are looking for. 95% of the class of 2020 are currently employed in graduate school, completing an internship or part of a service organization, while 92% of those same students are doing something directly related to their major. So the proof is in the pudding that what we're doing on campus is truly working across the board for the benefit of you as a student. Our tuition and fees and room and board is just over $51,000. Of course, with anything, we do encourage students to fill out the FAFSA and provide us with a CSS profile. And through that, we will create a financial offer for you towards the institution. Scholarships are big, and we do not shy away from those on our campus either. Of course, we do have multiple different scholarships as well as accelerated pathways for students to engage, be rewarded for their hard work and diligence inside the classroom and outside the classroom in terms of scholarship towards the institution. So definitely follow up with me. I will drop my information in the chat in terms of my email so that we can expound upon those opportunities a little further. Last but not least, there are 3 ways to apply to Elon. That is the common application, the Elon application housed on our university website, and the coalition application. We have no preference of how you apply. We just ask that you pick a platform you feel most comfortable with. Overall, we do have a holistic admissions process. So part of that will be your grades, but we also take in high consideration your involvement that you currently have, whether that is in clubs and organizations, maybe you have a part-time job, or even really involved in a community organization. We want to know those things and definitely take that into consideration in the application. We, of course, are test optional this year, so nothing to worry about there. And we do, of course, encourage you to submit your school report into our school so we can get context of the classes that you have. Last but not least, before I drop off, these are our due dates each and every year: November 1st for early decision and early action, and January 10th for scholarship opportunities and information on January 15th. So again, I'm Tristan Rainey. I'll drop my information in the chat and we'll connect soon. And I yield my time to the rest of my colleagues.
Awesome, thank you. The next representative is from East Carolina University.
Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. My name is Emily Schultz, and I am one of the regional representatives from East Carolina University. I am based in the Triangle area of North Carolina. I cover parts of Raleigh, Wake County, kind of that middle part of the state. So I'll talk to you a little bit about ECU, our student life, academics, all of that good stuff. East Carolina University is located in Greenville, North Carolina. So we are about an hour and a half from the Raleigh-Durham area, about an hour and a half from the coast, really nicely situated in Eastern North Carolina. At ECU, we have over 28,000 students total with a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Even though we are a larger institution, we try to keep our classes small when we can, with an average class size of 28 students. We currently have over 11,000 students enrolled in either the STEM or the healthcare fields. ECU has a ton of degrees to choose from. In total, over 400 degrees and concentrations, with 84 of those being our bachelor's degrees. ECU has one of the largest colleges of nursing in the state of North Carolina, as well as allied health sciences. We also have the largest college of business in the state and produce the most new teachers every year in the state of North Carolina. We're also the only 4-year university with a medical school, a dental school, and college of engineering at one institution. So that is something that we pride ourselves on. In addition to the academics at ECU, we really are proud of the opportunities that we provide for students in terms of the experience that you get while you're on campus. So about 20% of our undergraduate students participate in some sort of hands-on research. We encourage students in all areas, whether that's in the traditional sciences or more of the social science field, to do some sort of research while they are a student at ECU. And we also have over 200 study abroad programs in over 50 countries, with one of our residential programs being in Tuscany, Italy, where students can go for a whole semester, an entire year, or the summer if they want. In addition, some of the other really awesome opportunities at ECU are through our student organizations. We have over 500 student organizations on campus. This includes everything from campus ministries to Greek life to pre-professional organizations, club and intramural sports, pretty much anything that you can think of we have at ECU. We also have 18 NCAA Division I sports. Pictured here is our baseball team after they won a regional a couple years ago. And we are in the American Athletic Conference, and students get free tickets to all home games during the regular season. All of our incoming freshmen are required to live on campus. So we have 15 residence halls and we guarantee housing for incoming freshmen. We also have over 31 dining locations on campus. That includes 2 full-service dining halls. We have Subway, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and the only Raising Cane's chicken restaurant in all of North Carolina. So if you haven't tried that yet, you can definitely come to ECU and try it. One of the other great opportunities at ECU is through our Honors College, and our Honors College allows every student in it to receive some sort of scholarship. We bring in about 200 freshmen every single year to our Honors College, and the requirements are listed on the screen here. Last year, the only requirements were a minimum of a 3.5 unweighted or 4.0 weighted GPA, and we waived test scores for 2021 applicants. Some of the other perks of the Honors College are that all the students get to live together in one of our newest residence halls on campus. They have additional internship opportunities as well as research and study abroad opportunities, and they have priority class registration, which is a pretty big deal in college. So the students who are honors eligible can actually apply after they submit their ECU application, which I'm going to go over in just a second. I know this is a ton of information for you all, but kind of the application process at ECU, we make decisions on a rolling basis. So whenever you submit your application to us, we typically give a decision in about 2 to 4 weeks. That can be a little bit longer depending on the time of year. So the application will open up in August. If you want to be considered for the Honors College, you must apply to ECU early because that honors application is due in December, and you must complete your ECU application and be accepted before being able to apply for the Honors College. Our scholarship deadline is January 15th, and you must be an admitted student to apply for those scholarships. So again, applying early is the best thing that you can do in order to just get your decision and get everything going to get to ECU. And then our final application deadline is usually April 1st. To have a completed application, we'll need your online application, which includes an essay. You can complete that on the ECU website through the Navigator portal, through Common App, or through the CFNC, which is the College Foundation of North Carolina application. SAT or ACT scores, currently we are planning on requiring them for this upcoming year, but we're not 100% sure on that yet. So just make sure if you are able to try to take the SAT or the ACT. We also will need the application fee, your official high school transcripts, and your college transcript if you're duly enrolled. And really the best way to stay connected with ECU and the admissions office is through social media. You can follow ECU admissions on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's where all of our updates will be posted, and feel free to contact us. We are also currently offering in-person campus tours. So if you want to check those out, you can find those on our website and come visit us in Greenville. Thank you all, and I'll go ahead and put my information in the chat as well.
Great, thank you. Just a friendly reminder that if you have any questions at all, to feel free to use the Q&A. Our representatives are there and ready to assist you with any questions that you have. It is recommended to, if you have a specific question, to also include the school name. That way we can get you the right person to answer your questions. The next representative is from Pitt Community College.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for sharing some time with me this evening. My name is John Career, and I'm the director for the Office of Recruitment at Pitt Community College. So we are really pleased to share a little bit of time with you this evening to share with you a few opportunities that you have available to you right down the road. Right down the road could be relative, of course, in the environment of remote learning. However, we are located in Eastern North Carolina with our neighbors to East Carolina University right down the road from us. There are 58 community colleges in the state of North Carolina, and out of all 58, we are actually the 6th largest community college in the state. So we are serving Eastern North Carolina. We have students from outside of the state. We also have students from outside of this nation, from Japan, India, China, Mexico, that are all enrolling at Pitt Community College and getting educated and empowered for success. That is our motto and our statement. We take it very seriously, and we do that by trying to keep our class sizes small. Average class size at PCC, even though the number sounds really large, saying that we're the 6th largest, is still only about 20 students. So when you look at the affordability and the flexibility of class schedules, you'll definitely have that at PCC. We have over 80 different programs of study, everything from career and technical education to university transfer options as well. I'll touch on that here in just a second. Of course, I always like making mention of the fact that Pitt Community College made a very successful transition to remote learning back in March of 2020. When students left for spring break, it was almost like they'd never even left, because as soon as they left physically, they jumped right into the remote classroom. Other classes and things that we do for our career technical education programs like health sciences and construction and industrial technology, of course, we could not implement that in a digital format. However, we were able to successfully complete our education in a safe and very sanitary environment on our campus. I always like making sure that everyone knows who our president is. He is the 5th president of Pitt Community College, Dr. Lawrence Rouse. His picture is there for you. We're really excited to have him be only the 5th president in our 60-year history, believe it or not. We have a lot of academic opportunities for you at PCC. Of course, we always like making mention of the university transfer program. As an incoming student, you have the ability to complete university level transfer classes at PCC at a very affordable rate. We do again have a very special relationship with East Carolina University right down the road with the Pirate Promise program. So we send a lot of our transfer students there, but you're able to start your freshman and your sophomore year with Pitt Community College and have those credits recognized at not only ECU, but all 16 public universities in North Carolina. The career and technical education programs consist of the rest of the programs you see there on the screen, including but not limited to the business, construction and industrial technology division, public services and fine arts, and health sciences division. We do have a brand new relationship with our business program, in that we are sending students to PCC with a ECU with a 2+2 program. We are really excited to announce a brand new teacher preparation program at Pitt Community College through the public services and fine arts division. And now finally, with the health sciences division, we are now offering dentistry. We are having a dental hygiene program that we are starting up in the fall of 2021. So we get a lot of questions about that out on the road. So if that's an interest of yours, you can definitely apply for admission. Let's talk about the application real quick. Really, it's a 3-step process. We need to complete your residency determination, get your application for admission, and a transcript. It can be an official transcript from either a high school or a college if you're transferring to Pitt Community College. We typically send within about 5 to 7 business days of receiving that transcript your admissions information. No, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. The application fee to Pitt Community College is free. The GPA minimum to get in, there isn't one. The SAT, ACT score to get into Pitt Community College, there isn't one. You're going to find that our mission at Pitt Community College, in addition to educating and empowering you for success, is to meet you wherever it is that you are and to be able to carry you as far as you can possibly go. And that includes your academics. So we're going to use your high school transcript in order to place you in the classes that you need in order to get started in your associate degree. It is a reality that you can graduate from college debt-free, and never more so than it is at Pitt Community College. The tuition rate per credit hour is $76. So for a full semester, you're looking at around $912, not including, of course, your student activity fee, parking, and all that kind of stuff, which, of course, our parking fee is a whopping $2. So if you need help scraping that together, give me a call. I would be happy to help you out with that. We also have, of course, the opportunity to apply any kind of federal assistance you get through the FAFSA. About 85% of our students that apply for financial aid through the FAFSA end up getting what's known as the Pell Grant, which is essentially a full ride grant to cover all of your tuition and fees. Whatever's left over, if you need additional funding for support like books, or if you're when you're living off campus, you want to be able to get an apartment, certainly having those scholarships in your back pocket will be helpful as well. The application deadline for that, of course, is April the 1st. Other support services I like making sure students are aware of. We know that students have difficulty in a variety of different subjects, but whatever that subject might be, if it's English, math, science, it doesn't matter. We have a tutorial and academic success center at your disposal, free of charge for you to be able to bring your coursework and to really grasp those key concepts so that you're not just surviving and advancing, you're actually learning and benefiting from the education. We have a brand new library, newly renovated library, I should say, with awesome technology and a new Office of Accessibility located inside as well. We look forward to serving you at Pitt Community College, and please feel free to contact me. I'll be sure to drop my contact information in the chat box for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Very helpful information. The next representative is from Winston-Salem State University.
I apologize about that. I was talking, I was on mute. My name is Reginald Jones. I'm an admissions counselor here at Winston-Salem State University. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And I also have Miss Alexis Hunt. She's also an admissions counselor as well. So for any questions that'll be in the chat, she will be there and available to answer those. And then if I see any afterwards, I will answer those at the end. I want to start with a quick.
Your volume is going in and out, just to let you know. You may want to, yeah. So.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you should be good now.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with a quick video. It's just giving you a quick virtual tour. Campus tours are available, so you can go ahead and register, and I'm gonna show you that later in our presentation. But I'm gonna give you just a quick tour and also let you know about our main programs that we have at Winston-Salem State University.
Welcome to Winston-Salem State University. You will discover our warm, diverse community that feels like home. The WSSU motto is Enter to Learn, Depart to Serve. We prepare you to be a leader in your profession and your community. WSSU's liberal education will transform your life. Faculty, staff, and other students help you to achieve success. Perform research side by side with professors. Grapple with complex problems such as health equity and social justice. Work to make the community and the world a better place. WSSU has top-rated programs in nursing, physical therapy, and healthcare management. We offer majors in psychology, business administration, exercise science, and communications. No matter your interest, we have programs that prepare you to succeed. There's no limit to what you can achieve. We build your confidence and leadership skills. WSSU prepares you to do more than earn a living. We give you the tools to carve out an interesting and exciting future. Participate in Greek life, clubs, and student organizations, our Grammy-nominated choir, the Red Sea of Sound marching band, and our CIAA winning championship teams are a few ways to get involved. Kick back and relax in our Zen Zone hammocks, or hang out with friends in the DJR Student Center game room. WSSU is committed to a rich academic environment and a welcoming campus. You will form lifelong friendships and prepare yourself to make a positive impact on the world.
All right, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get into our admission requirements. So as you can see, our GPA that we are looking for to admit our students is 2.8. So our minimum GPA is a 2.5. So we are waiving test scores for the fall of 2021. After that, we are going to be looking at SAT and ACT test scores and also class rank. So if you fall in between the 2.5 to 2.79 GPA, if you meet the top 35% class rank, then you'll be eligible for admissions. Or if you have the SAT score of 1010 or higher, or the ACT score of 19 or higher, you'll be eligible for admissions. We're also going to be looking at your transcripts. So we're going to be looking for 4 Englishes, 4 math. So we're looking for Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, and your 4th math has to be anything higher than Algebra 2. 2 units of foreign language. They have to be consecutive. So Spanish 1, Spanish 2, French 1, French 2. Also, we'll be looking for 2 social sciences. So one of those social sciences has to be a U.S. history or an American history. The second can be any of your choice. And then we're going to be looking for 3 sciences. So we're going to be looking for biology, physical science, and then third can be any of your choice. So this kind of gives you a layout of our tuition for incoming freshmen. All freshmen must stay on campus their freshman year. And with staying on campus, that comes with an unlimited meal plan. So with that meal plan, you get the $200 declining balance. So you may have heard of flex dollars at other campuses, but we call it a declining balance here at Winston-Salem State University. You can use that at the C-store or any restaurants that are on campus. So we have Subway, Chick-fil-A, and the Burger Studio, plus more. That will be included in your tuition. If you do have health insurance under your parents' insurance, you can waive that. So that's why it does say optional. So you can waive that insurance, which will make your tuition go down. So how I told you, if you want to schedule a campus tour, when you actually apply, you have to create a RAM portal. So creating that RAM portal, that's where you can actually schedule a campus tour before applying. But when you apply, if you are residents of North Carolina, we will need that RDS number so that you are not charged an out-of-state fee. So it doesn't need to be on the application to be completed, but we need that for your application so that when we send your application to financial aid, they have the information to know that you are an in-state student. We will be a part of the CFNC, of course, and again, you can apply straight from our website. If you do it from the website, you're able to create the portal where you can schedule a campus tour, and you also can apply straight from the website. We are on all social media. A lot of people have started to follow us, WSSU 1892 on all social media. That way you can stay updated on how we are currently treating with COVID, but also the things that we do on campus. So how to stay updated. A lot of students are being updated with vaccinations right now. So that's how we kind of stay updated with our students and connected. So if you want to follow with us and let us know, if you have any questions, you can follow our admissions Instagram as well, which is the same. So if you have any questions about your applications, feel free to follow us on all social media. So my email is jonesrt@wssu.edu. If you have any questions, you can email me. Let me know what questions you have about the application. Also tonight, we are waiving application fees. So if you have not applied to WSSU, you can go ahead and apply and email me, letting me know that you were at the event so that we can waive that app fee. And if you have any questions, I will be free to answer those questions after this. So thank you guys for having us.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. Before we hear from our next 2 presenters, I do want to share another friendly reminder to go ahead and submit your questions through the Q&A. There have been some great questions coming in. And so again, if you have any questions about the process or anything directly, any specific questions for a specific school, to please note the school name. The next presenter is from Craven Community College.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. So my name is Kim Jones, and I am the Student Recruitment Coordinator at Craven Community College. We have 3 locations. Our main campus is located in New Bern, North Carolina. We do have a campus located in Havelock, which is right across from Cherry Point Air Force Base. And we also have our Volt Center, which is located in downtown New Bern. Some of the programs that we offer here at Craven we have career and technical programs. So these are going to be programs where you can learn a skill and find a new career path. So we have these programs on the New Bern, Havelock, and the Volt Center campuses. And these fields include IT, business and accounting, engineering, automotive, cosmetology and aesthetics, manufacturing, welding, and machining. We offer these programs on all 3 of our campuses. At the Volt Center, we do work closely with some area businesses such as Bosch and Moen, where we train students, and they oftentimes find jobs very quickly after completing the program. In our career programs, you can complete a 2-year associate's degree, a diploma, or a certificate, which would be a shorter course option for you. And you can go right into the workforce immediately after completing any of those options. We do offer flexible classes within this field. We do have seated with both day and night classes. And some of the programs we are also offering online. We offer some health programs at Craven. So with these programs, you can work in hospitals, rehabilitation centers, nursing homes, doctors' offices, clinics, etc. These programs, many of these programs are limited admissions, which means in addition to the general admissions process at the college, you would need to apply separately to be accepted into these programs. So that's going to include nursing, medical assisting, physical therapy assistant, health information technology, medical office administration. And we also have a pharmacy technician program, which is offered through our workforce development and continuing education office. The 3 programs that you will need to apply to be accepted for are nursing, medical assisting, and physical therapy. Generally, with these programs, you're going to apply a year in advance. So that's something to keep in mind when you are applying to the college. So for instance, now, if you wanted to start our nursing program, you would apply to the college, fill out your nursing application for the fall of 2022. We've already accepted our students for the fall of 2021. But what we do in the meantime is we help you to take any type of testing that you'll need to take. We'll go ahead and get you started on your prerequisites in preparation for the programs. We do also have our liberal arts and university transfer programs. We work with several colleges in the state. Of course, our associate's degrees are designed to transfer directly into any of the public universities in North Carolina, but we do also have university connections where you can are guaranteed acceptance to certain schools. For instance, the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. We have the C-STEP program where you would complete your 2-year associate's degree at Craven Community College. And if you're accepted into C-STEP, you are guaranteed admission into UNC. We also have the option for you to complete your bachelor's degree in engineering through NC State right here at our Havelock campus. You would complete your 2-year classes, your 2-year associate classes with us. And then on the Havelock campus in the STEM building, you would attend class with NC State virtually and complete your bachelor's degree. We do also participate in the Pirate Promise with East Carolina University. And we also have programs with North Carolina Wesleyan and again with NC State. So one thing, if you are unsure of what you're wanting to do, we do have the Career Coach Assessment on the Craven Community College website that will help you to narrow down your degree path or your career path, whatever you're interested in. We can also have you to walk through this with an academic advisor if you wanted to have a little bit more one-on-one conversation with somebody. Some of the resources that we offer to help you get started. In New Bern, we are located in Barker Hall, our student services. And on the Havelock campus, we're located in the Red Building. What we can do in student services is we do have both academic advisors and counselors. So our academic advisors will help to walk you through your registration, classes, picking out classes, transfers, things like that. But we are unique because we do also have a counseling center. And as you go through college, of course, we know things come up, stressors with college, personal life, heaven forbid you're in a crisis, anything like that. We do have mental health counselors as well. We also have our admissions office to help walk you through the getting started process with your admissions application, FAFSA, et cetera. We do offer financial aid. You would complete your FAFSA for the federal Pell Grant and scholarships. And if you don't qualify for those things, we do also have some opportunities through our foundation. So I have put my information on the screen here, but I will also put it into the chat box. One last thing I'd like to note is that phone number is a cell phone, and you are welcome to text me at that number anytime. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I'm excited to announce our last, but certainly not least representative from University of Lynchburg.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maggie Flynn. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions at University of Lynchburg. I'm also a 2016 alum, so I am pretty biased. I do think Lynchburg's pretty great. I work primarily with students from the state of North Carolina as well as parts of Northern Virginia. I'm from North Carolina originally, so hope to be able to kind of share some information that will be helpful. So some quick info about where we're located. University of Lynchburg, I'm sure you could have guessed it, is located in Lynchburg, Virginia. So we're a nice medium-sized city. We kind of have a nice balance of that bustling, fun city life, tons of events and things going on downtown. Feels like every month there's a new restaurant, coffee shop, something like that coming up. But we're also a huge hub in the area for outdoor recreation, getting outdoors, all that good stuff. So it kind of has that nice balance. And we'll see if I can get this to proceed. There we go. Okay, so next on the screen here, you'll see some fast facts about the university. We do really pride ourselves on our small size and having that kind of small, close-knit community, but alongside all of kind of the larger, big university opportunities. So you'll see we just have about under 2,000 undergraduate students and about 1,000 graduate students with a student faculty ratio of 11:1 and an average class size of 16. So I remember my smallest class senior year being about 8 students. That was our final capstone class, and we were working on all our final theses. It was a lot of late nights spent in the library finalizing bibliographies and putting together conclusions. And at the end of the semester, our professor, who was also my advisor, cooked an entirely home-cooked meal, brought it in for us to kind of celebrate all of our hard work throughout the end of the semester and the accumulation of the 4 years. And that's the kind of relationships you tend to see among professors and students here at University of Lynchburg. So our academic structure, you'll see the 5 colleges we have broken down there. We have over 100 majors, minors, pre-professional programs, tracks, all that good stuff. So whatever it is you're interested in, we definitely have an option for you to be able to explore that. And again, alongside professors and advisors who are really there to help walk you through it and give you a lot of kind of advice along the way. And 90% of our students do report being very satisfied with their overall academic experience. On top of that, we have a great number of ways for students to be able to continue their education at the graduate level through certificates, master's, and doctoral level programs. Maybe you already know, I want to go and become an athletic trainer, or I want to become a physical therapist. So one of the ways that some of our programs stand out is through our direct admit pathway programs. So at the time of applying for undergraduate admission, students can indicate their interest in these areas, go through an application and screening process, and have a seat saved for them in these programs. So it's a great funnel program to kind of, again, help you achieve kind of your ultimate goals. So learning by doing is a big part of the Lynchburg experience. Getting outside of the classroom and kind of taking it beyond that is just really integral to what we do in terms of our education and the experience we offer our students. One way we're able to do that is through internships. So our Career and Professionalism Center works with just about every student that comes through University of Lynchburg in one way or another. They do a great job at helping students kind of connect and find ways to establish their kind of future career. So Nick, who's on the screen here, he built a telescope parts through a 3D printer through his research on campus with our observatory on campus and in our Claytor Nature Center. He was able to earn a highly competitive internship with the Department of Energy. So we have over 1,000 different internship students to choose from and really great opportunities to be able to explore that. We also love for students to be able to study abroad. When I was a student, I ended up spending a semester in Argentina. We have almost a third of our students being able to study abroad while they're a student here. One of the big reasons we're able to do that is because of the substantial grants, scholarships, and financial aid designated for study abroad opportunities. So we have students in Vietnam, Iceland, India, Guatemala, truly all over the world, and some great opportunities to be able to do that. And again, the funding really helps in terms of accessibility and being able to make that a reality for our students. And then we also have fantastic research opportunities. So more than half of our students will end up completing research alongside professors here on campus. And this is a big reason why so many of our students get into fantastic graduate level programs. But of course, it's not all academics and not all in the classroom. We have fantastic opportunities for students to get engaged on campus. I always say it's impossible not to find some way to get engaged on campus. We have fraternity and sorority life, over 70 clubs and organizations, more than 2,000 events every single year on campus. So it's pretty much impossible to get bored. And of course, college is an adventure. So we have great ways to be able to explore that. We have a thriving outdoor leadership program. They put on a number of different events throughout the year. Next weekend, they're doing a whitewater rafting trip actually down in North Carolina for the weekend. And that trip costs our students less than $15 for a weekend trip. So great stuff there. And then we also have a thriving athletics program. Athletics and sports can be a huge part of the Lynchburg experience for those that are looking for it. We have 24 Division III varsity sports, and we are in a highly competitive region. So come day, you'll pretty much see what's on the screen here, everybody out in their Lynchburg gear, supporting our sports teams and athletics teams. If you're not quite ready to commit to that varsity level sport, we have fantastic club and intramural opportunities. And I always say that spectator sport is always an option as well. So just quickly, you'll see some of our application requirements and deadlines there on the screen. And then what's next? If you kind of liked what you heard, you want to learn more, please come visit. We'd love to welcome you to campus and show you around as we are open. And absolutely, please feel free to reach out if you have future questions.
Thank you. All great information from our representatives tonight. So thank you all. We do have a bit more time left, and so we'll go ahead and pivot into our Q&A portion of this session. And so at this time, I'll ask all our presenters if they can turn on their cameras to unmute themselves and to answer the question, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Again, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And if you all can answer in the same order in which you all presented in.
All right, so I will go first. I guess my biggest advice during the college search process is to understand that admissions or being accepted into an institution or even the search process is not a reward, right? Or it's not a prize to be put on a pedestal, but more so you should look into the best fit of an institution. It's definitely a great time to be admitted, but you want to be admitted into the school that fits best to your personality and what you're looking for.
I would say my biggest piece of advice is to tour every school that you're possibly interested in. I know the COVID world has changed everything a lot, but virtual tours are an option for a lot of schools. And if you can visit, get your feet on the campus just to see if you're a good fit at the school. You really have no idea until you get to visit.
I want to echo exactly what Tristan said in saying that it's important to find somewhere that fits you. I don't think anybody on this panel tonight would want you to enroll if we found out later that you were unhappy. So finding that fit means reaching out, doing your research, and communicating with the admissions offices of the institutions that you're interested in.
And again, I will piggyback just off of that, just making sure that university fits you, but also make sure that the university that you're choosing has the major that you're going for. And then also see where they're ranked at with that major. I also make sure, I know when that was my biggest process of looking at what university had the major that I was interested in, but then where they ranked at and how well and what they offered with that major.
Yeah, that's all really great advice. Also, I would say familiarize yourself with the website or websites of the schools that you're looking at. 9 times out of 10, the questions that you have can be easily answered from the website. And that's not to say that the admissions counselors and advisors aren't more than happy to help you, but you can get your answer usually a lot quicker by looking on the website. And just tour and know that if you don't get into your first choice, it's not the end of the road for you. There are other options and we can get you to whatever your goals are.
Have to come up with something that hasn't been said already, but the only other thing I would say I would add is to stay in contact with your admissions counselor. I think we love to hear from you, and if there are ways we can be a resource and tool for you, I would say everyone would most likely want to be that. So that would be my other piece of advice.
That was perfect. Sorry. There we go. That was perfect. Thank you all for being so quick and brief. It's always helpful to hear directly from those who are working in the school and to offer advice and suggestions. So thank you all for sharing that wonderful information. And thank you to each of you for joining us. As we close, there'll be a very quick 4-question survey that will appear on your browser. If you don't mind taking a moment to fill that out for us, your feedback will be greatly appreciated. And again, excuse me, again, there'll be more sessions happening in the next few weeks. So if you are interested to hear from other schools, feel free to sign up where you registered for this one. And lastly, this recording will be available a week from today at strivescan.com/Carolinas. Again, thank you and have a great night.